Hello, namaste. It's me, Rihanna Limbu, and I'm a transgender woman. And yes, I'm a drug user. And recently, I'm working in a female rehab center these days because of my drug using background, you know. And I'm a social activist, and I do advocacy for the LGBTI community, people who use drugs in Nepal. Yeah, so today we are talking about violence against transgender and how transgender people and how LGBTI people are facing, how they are come through the violence from their partners, families, circles, societies, and policies, and even in policies level, you know. LGBTI and drug users people are facing barrier to access service, basic service and basic health. When we talk about violence by our intimate partners, these are according to our LGBTI communities members and survivor. So partner violence, it's partners. We are violence by our partner by physically, mentally, emotionally abuse, and yes, of course, at financial abuse also, as well as a threaten, you know. And then recently we found a violence survivor that her experience was like when she go to report her violence by her intimate partner, and her report was ignored as a national problem, you know. That means our policies level is not in that level that our report are accepted, you know, because of our gender identities. And this is how we work with our securities and police stations in Nepal, you know. And then violence and problem discriminations are started within our family. Being an LGBTI, being a transgender woman, we are facing the discriminations, domestic violence within our family, because regardless of our gender and sexual identities, you know. And then culture, our cultures, background, and religions also. So we almost are rejected by our families, and now we are homeless, you know. When we come to accept ourselves, and when we accept ourselves, and when we start being ourselves and exposed as a gender, as a gay, bisexual, lesbian, and transgender, we almost get rejected by our own people and our families and our home, you know. So it's not easy to being LGBTI, you know. And then it's not easy acceptable things in our society also. And then there is no any job. There is so hard to find a job, and there is there is only a less few number of opportunities for us. So 50% are forced to be a prostitutions, are involved in sexual activities because a lack of job and opportunities, you know. And then we are discriminated in our working place as well. When where we used to work, where we do our job, and in that place also we face many discriminations in a daily pattern, you know. And LGBTI people are continue to face discriminations in such a workplace and others sector. And then when we go for job hunting, we have a very bad experience about discriminations while we applying our application for a job, and we have got quality, but we prove disqualified just because of our gender identity, because there is no any non-discrimination policy include gender identities in sector, you know. And then trans people are hire less in the work, you know, and then fire a lot, you know. Trans people are uh, fired from their work just because of their gender identity also. And then we experience harassment and mistreated behaviors in our working place. So it's how transgender people or LGBTI people are going through the violence in Nepal, you know. And then it was a bit experience of ours peers and our community members. So at the end, after all, we are humans, so we need to access the of services and health, and then freedom, and at last, I would like to say that stop against violence, stop violence against transgender people, and support us. And we need love, not that sympathy. Thanks for watching. Thank you.